Depuis leur déménagement, Julie et Max n'ont plus
Hello, hello everyone. There are a lot of people already. Welcome. Overall, Illusion, Star, hello, Biggest, T-Punch, Sad. Welcome everyone. Yes, Sad, you need... the French people are taking over the English streams. I guess. Alright everyone. We start in very, very soon. We start with Canyon very, very soon. Actually, let's do that. Let's play Xura, Blanchette, Bradley. And just put some gear on Bradley. Hello, Salahedin. Welcome, welcome. I can't wait for SVS prep. The red dots have been killing me. Fair enough. I don't have much, to be honest, so I'm just gonna do it on my farm. I'm lowering the music a bit. So maybe you can hear me better. But, you know, I burned so much less SVS. And I did not really spend much in between, to be honest. Went back with what? So I'm not gonna do anything this SVS. Maybe just do some experts, you know, to keep that going, but... I mean, I went back to 60 Mithril due to that, what was the event? I actually forgot what was the event, to be honest. That's decent amount of points. Shall we open these? Am I lucky? It does not mean anything what you wrote that. Je m'appelle, okay. I mean, yeah, Sat, parlez-vous anglais? I get it, but there is not much right in it. You can have to make an effort to to make sense of it. Also, one pro tip for Polar Terrors: you can use Gina and Lumac with one troop. Yeah, I do that, but I you know, I saved other marches and I'm just lazy. I do that, start with like Lumac and Gina all the time, just lazy. But your mains maxed on fire crystals, yes. Levels, are you gonna keep up with point? I won't, I think. To be honest, I think I won't. I'm not even sure I can rank again without like spending far more money. I just don't think I can. So that's a big problem for me I have to solve. I really don't know, Star. I don't think I can. I think I'm cooked. If it's ranking top 10, yes, but that's really not good enough to me. For shards, I need rank 1 or 2 or 3, something like that. So I don't think I can. I think that's one of the reasons why free-to-play can compete. Is like you can push on absolutely everything, and you know, or small spender, medium spender, like I am, things like that. So if as soon as you remove the building, which is a lot of points, it's gonna be really rough, to be honest. Hello, Igor, welcome. Geronimo 2-star level widget 2 or 5-star Hector. I mean, from what I understand, looking at people testing and testimonial on Geronimo versus Hector, is like Hector is nearly at the point of Geronimo. They are very close, so you know, if you don't have Geronimo 4 stars and I don't know, level widget 6 or 8, I think Hector might beat him. I don't know where the threshold is, where is the breaking point. But my understanding, and you know, I looked at it like back, you know what, in January, sorry. And what I remember was that, yeah, they are very close. So I you know, if I had to bet, I'll bet a lot on Hector beating your Geronimo by far. I got the damn Wayne after asking. Yeah, but that's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be good for you. In my state, I can't rank high even with 3 months. Yeah, and you know, like if I was not medium spender, I would not rank as well on my state as a free-to-play, right? I can do it because I save for 3 months and I spend, right? Because the state is busy enough that it's a challenge. It's really a challenge. So yeah, it's really not easy, to be honest. I missed one of your message. I have a quick question. Gen 5 just got here for me and I'm thinking of getting 1 to 5 stars. I have 1,500 shards, so I'm very low spender. I will totally do Gwen 5 stars, yes. I will do Gwen 5 stars and I'll do Nora 4 stars and be dry on gems. Or at least, you know, 200 or 300 shards on Nora, so eventually Gen 7 you will get her to 4 stars with you will get her to 4 stars with the Intel mission shard and stuff. Assuming that you care to be, you know, to have all the options available to be a rally joiner. And you know, you're gonna, if you put her 4 stars, you're gonna replace Mia as well, unless you did Nora. Sorry, no Nora. Unless you invested in Reina, then it's more debatable. But I'll really consider Mia. Nora. I'm very tired, so I might be a bit confused. Check my message above that zone. Tonton, as for a farm which will only be used for getting extra resources, is T8 troop enough? I mean, does not matter. I mean, you if you just want extra resources, you know, you need to get most of that, right? The troop is okay. You're gonna be okay with the troops. Eventually, you can put it Furnace 30 if you want to do, on top of it, you want to do like a, you know, SVS point making account, right? That could be an option eventually. But let's do like a Southern. I'm not gonna... I have so much to do in game between the 2 cities and between the 2 cities on Kingshot as well. It's a bit... it's gonna be a busy afternoon of clicking everywhere and... But that's good enough, you know. 11 is good enough, so I'm not taking rewards from any mains. And I'm quite close, so if I do one more, I do one more. I'm not gonna push it. Really. That's gonna be good enough for the farm for now. Let's get back to the main. I can come back and finish that later. I'm getting Nora to 4 stars, matching Elise and Bradley says VS. That's gonna feel pretty good. That's gonna feel pretty good. Yeah, I mean, for me, like marksman seems ready to dominate late game more and more. So Nora may make more sense than ever. Like some of the Maxwells, they can play 60-40, but like anyone that's not maxed, they are not doing well with 60-40. You know, they are not doing badly, but they are not doing great. So it seems to be really shifting towards more and more marksmen. So Nora makes a lot of sense to have as a joiner in that meta, and you know, where we are today, I guess, with the game. I'll use my alt as a cash cow to make my farm into a SVS point. Yeah. Also, you're too busy to make it a farm. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you can log in twice a day, send the farmers. Maybe you just do intel missions and, you know, maybe not even. And that could be it, right? If you have a decent, like, what are these research, or they are called? Research center, right? The economy one. Don't need to be max level, but that's gonna be enough. You know, 5 March. Do you max every Gen heroes? Not at all, Snow. I'm not that kind of spenders. So I'm maxing, I've maxed Gen 10, I will max Gen 11 when it comes to stars, right? So you can see Gen 10. I mean, here I'm gonna wait for the SVS shard that I get and then the battle day, and then I'll max him next week no matter what. So I'll just try to get as much shard as I can on SVS battle day, and then Blanchette I'll just do with the lucky wheel slowly. And then next gen I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do 3 heroes because I can, and then Gen 12 I'm gonna go back to 1 or 2. And I usually 2 per gens, right? Usually do 2 per gens, so that's good enough for me. Good luck for your Legion 2. Salut tonton, premier SVS, je suis en phase de matchmaking, j'ai hâte de connaître nos adversaires, bah, bonne chance. Ça peut être chaud le premier SVS, hein, il est pas toujours très équilibré. Ça peut être chaud patate. But the first time I'm doing Canyon with Car, so I need to see kind of what we do. Also last SVS, we got a leading state as our opponent. That wasn't a fun time at all. I mean, we got one as well. I mean, they were not leading, but now they are leading, and we kicked their butts in prep. But they kicked our butt in battle. But you always max infantry? Not really, no. I did recently quite a bit, but I usually don't always. I mean, if I think about it, I did not do did not do Logan, did not do Geronimo and Natalia, just bought like very little packs to get cheap stats. Then I did not do Logan, I did Amos because I transferred so much, I had so many shards that I could do Gen 4. I did Hector, I did not do Wooming, I did Edis. I did Gatot Lucky Wheel, I did Magnus for testing, else I wouldn't have done it. But they changed Hector 2 weeks after, so Gatot Magnus was useless. I did Grigory because he's amazing, and I'm gonna do Eleonora, but I might skip Gen 12 infantry, for example. We'll see. But, I do infantry and marksmen most gens, and lancers I do a lot more rarely. So it depends a bit, right? And I need to keep track of these. I need to get these. What do I need to do before we start? I've done Mia's Fortune for the French video guide I made today. So I got 2 times the ×2, right? I got 2 times ×2 and 1 times ×5. So I got a crazy amount of fire crystals today. I'm kind of swimming in fire crystals right now. Really did not expect that, to be honest. Which probably mean that we can go and we can do that, right? We can do that once to get a bit of a conversion going on here. And wait for these to refresh. I'm doing okay. They are going a good amount of points here. Like, I'm not gonna be able to go there. I'm just trying to get my albums up. I need like 2.5k. So I need a bit of good missions today. And I did not do that. So what can I do with that? Fire crystals, widgets, essence stones. So maybe I do another essence stones mission. That's gonna be a bit of a waste. Or I do a research to save a bit of time here. Do I have a cheap research I can do? I don't have a cheap research. I really don't. Except this kind, but... Sorry, I misclicked. OBS was a bit too wide. Was on the game. But that's a lot. That's a big overkill of... Maybe the cheapest is just to burn a tiny bit of essence stones. That might be the play. They kicked us both in prep and battle. I mean, I was very surprised we won prep, to be honest. I think they were really surprised as well. They already assumed we were gonna lose. At the first time we pulled 9 billion, right? We usually pull like, you know, 5.5, 6, 6.6, 6.5, 7 eventually. Closer to 6.5, 7.5 actually lately. Last few, you know, last few events. Am I registered on any events? Yeah, no, I'm not. So I don't have to worry about that, but we have this mission coming back. Perfect. That's not the best I wanted, but that's good enough. They're not crazy in care about like these mission for training troop. They are quite easy to take compared to it. It's actually not that bad to get. Canyon Clash 3 minutes. Let's go. Our opponent did 10 billion prep. That's pretty, yeah. That's pretty rough, 10 billion. But yeah, like you know, we're asking, like for me, prep is really, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I've not give it a lot of thoughts, you know, but I cannot, either I do less heroes and I don't care to rank, and I'm not, you know, I'm not saving for 3 months anymore. Though, you know, they kind of told that they're gonna give us new troops or new building, like they talk about the Fire Crystal era, so I'm assuming it's not, you know, it's not that far from having something to do with Fire Crystals again, right? I'm just gonna not need to push for the first 1 or 2 where the wells are not maxed. So I kind of need to time that well. It's like saving my, you know, my Fire Crystal and shit, and then maybe do tiny bits, not to lag behind too much, and then push a bit later. But like the wells, you know, if we have T12, if we have things like that, many accounts are T12 ready by now, so... Good luck. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. Good luck to you too as well if you play. I did pop because I missed like bear. I thought the bear was after Canyon and it was actually before, but I was kind of in the middle of doing gardening and cooking and stuff. So I did pop my pets and I did pop like only the offensive 10% buff, right? So I buffed 10% lethality, 10% attack and enemy defense. I'm not gonna have full buff. I'm very weak in that alliance compared to most people, so I'm not gonna go crazy at all. But we'll see how it goes. I have pets, I have that. That's gonna be good enough for now. We'll see how they do and how things go. So I get that the strategy we use, right? Don't know if you make sense of it, but let's go. Oh, I need to get, wow. I needed to stop that. I'm stuck in rallies. But thank you for being here, everyone. That's hopefully you have a nice Saturday. For me, I spent the Saturday out. I've been a long time. I've been a long time since I spent the Saturday out, like taking care of the garden. Wife is working today, so I did some of the cooking and stuff as well for like the next few days. So just kind of sitting, chilling in the computer, feels good. A bit tired lately, not having the best sleep. Is it coming back soon enough? I think it's coming back soon enough. $22 sec. Will be good to go. Okay, what's going on? Okay, my march was not fully back yet. So I had to reinstall the game, so I have the tutorial. What are the strengths of my marchy that way? State of power, matchmaking, formation. So 3.6, 3, and 2.8. And this one, you know, Star gonna say I'm a whale again. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome, Sesh. It's cool they gave us new emojis. I mean, especially for girls, I guess. They probably, you know, probably feel a bit better than using, you know, this guy or the bear. Someday you'll be like Tonton. You might be even stronger, you know, just a question of time if you play long enough. Sharky. Okay, so they're putting some of these labels to kind of tell people where to go. Dash. Oh, that I like. I'm gonna go with dash. I usually go middle anyway. So see, I'm waiting a tiny bit so I can be one of the next one on this building and get a lot of kills. So I'm strategic about it, if you know what I mean. See, and I can advance again, so I have my troops fighting actually, you know. But if you're always in the queue, I don't know if I'm managing fuel and how they do it. I'll probably leave them do it. For once, I might not be able to. I might not be the one doing fuel. Woo! I cannot tell you how amazing that is. So I'm gonna go on the right with one here, and then, you know, one on the left. So I'm gonna get one on every side. Let's do that here. Let's follow and let's... So Xura is left, middle is Magnus, and on the right is Gatot. So that's something I need to keep track of. Seeing the leaderboard in dead states make me want to transfer here and be the well. I mean, like, if you're a very good free-to-play account like you are, if you transfer the full 180 days, for a little bit, you know, because eventually spenders will catch up, right? For me, when I joined, you know, I was 15, but I was stronger than bigger spenders just because my city was 3 months older, right? So that's, you get so much for free at the end of the day compared to, like, you know, not so big spenders, if that makes sense. Like, you know, huge spender, they're always gonna outspend you anyway, so that's not a problem, if that makes sense. But so that could be a fun, you know, if you want to. And then when, you know, maybe spenders are catching up, you know, you can do whatever, right? They are not really good at doing fuel. Wow. I'll end up doing, I guess. You know, like Tonton does not like fuel not being given away. And we know we are a lot of player active, so that's not, we kind of need people to get the fuel properly done. So I don't know who is doing fuel, but they are slacking a bit. So here there is nothing going on, so I'm gonna go here with Gatot. And where is Magnus? Magnus is gonna go here and then to the next one, right? That's classic. I mean, I don't know if they are that strong. Yeah. Oh, I'm fighting Russ. Do you think that the Russ... You think that's our Russ? Like from our Discord? Like, that would be weird that we are fighting someone with like a... No, they are same gen, right? It can't be him, right? But I'm kicking his butt at least. Wow. Black King Bar. They have strong folks, so... They have strong folks, so we'll see how it goes. I've seen some states deliberately choose... I've seen some states, okay, deliberately close their states down waiting for the merge. Okay. I never considered that, so I mean... What would be the points? Like to get the merge with the good state? Try to force being merged with the good state? Oh, I totally messed up. Totally messed up. I swap lane. When does Tundra Armlink comes? It was announced today, Sesh, so... We got it announced today on my state. So it's a 3 weeks event, right? So you should have it in game. But mergers, I mean, we are right on time for mergers. So I don't know if if it's soon or in a month and a half or something like that. Both can happen, but like we are right on time for merger. We are getting it for the first time in my state. Pretty cool. Is Black King Bar for the ones that are a bit older that play Warcraft 3? And Dota is coming from Warcraft 3, if you remember. It was Defense of the Ancient, and that was the game mode created in Warcraft 3 before they, they made it its own game, right? And was it one of the items? The BKB? That you will play on the little ghoul, like the little kind of hero that look like a StarCraft. What they are called? I don't remember. Oh no, they are Warcraft 3 ghouls. They are not StarCraft, they are Warcraft 3 ghouls for the undead. So I don't know if you guys have the reference of that kind of stuff. So who are the big dudes? And do they have fuel? Dash has fuel, so we're good. Feanor is quite strong, I think. Hunter, I don't know. Who is... Sharky is very strong, but Sharky is already... AD is good as well, he's strong. We got some, decently strong people with fuel. Let's do B. Someone was not having it assigned to them earlier. Whatever, let's do dark. So I'm dead on the left, I'm dead here. Are they coming for us? No, they are not. Tonton, I had CC and can't verify. Remember the patch note, they mentioned something about they changed something about the fuel is being shown. I did not notice earlier in my Canon Clash. I can't remember, we can go back to the patch notes. I can pull up the patch note, they are not very far. I don't recall, but... like we say, it's a deformation professionnelle. Like it's like when you are formatted professionally, and you just do things without thinking, it's like... I'm gonna check, if the fuel is okay or not. I've been doing that for like the freaking last 2 years always. Like most people don't know how to do it, are they? Like most people don't, it's not they don't know how to do it, but they cannot play and do the fuel at the same time somehow. Like that's too much, for some people somehow. So, it's not the end of the world to do both. It's a sign that men, you know, can multitask, I guess. So let's look at the patch note and see where we are with that. Oh, I need to do the giveaway. Like the giveaway was, who won the giveaway on Discord? Teresa, Soda, G, Apple, and someone else. So I need to give this guy the gift code. I actually really enjoyed the Legion 2 last time when I was the whale. It was actually really fun to be the whale on that event. Like being destroyed all the time is not that fun. If I have to say. It's really not as fun. So patch note. Pam pam pam, where are the patch notes? Patch notes. So troop training, wall brawl, alliance notice, mail system, barricade, Mias. I did not pay attention that they replaced XP item with the token pack in. I did not pay attention to the change of the pack in Mia's Fortune actually. So Canyon Clash. On the Assigned Guardian screen, you can now sort by fuel amount from lowest to highest. So that's very straightforward, but can we do that? Is that what you meant we cannot? Well, I'm getting killed always, that's really annoying. So if I go here, there should be a way to sort by highest to lowest. And you cannot. Oh, is it automated within... No, it's not, right? This guy has more than this one, so it's not automated within the kind of... So yeah, you're right. That's not working. I actually reported to the community managers. So I'll pass it along, you know, and you know they do whatever they want with it, but unless it is said, what are it written on the Assigned Guardian screen? So edit, actually edit. Oh, it's here, right? Never mind. I'll remove it. So it's not, you cannot sort here, is when you, let's say I want to, that, you know, I can be here, and by default is the fuel now. So you can see what the least, somehow. But you see yourself first, and then you saw what the least, so you don't have to scroll too low. So if I want to change someone, I don't need to scroll actually. I need to make sure that the one at the top are, you know, sorted instead of scrolling. So that's where it changes, and it's by default. So that's pretty good. At least that I like. It seems to be that, you know, we are Wales versus Wales alliances, and you know, it's like everyone is in their own territory and nobody is going inside, more or less, you know, each other. Like the red are going into a bit of the purple, so maybe that's why we have a bit of points, but we are against QWQ and 187, section 187. I don't know these guys. Yeah, it's in the change button, so thank you. We found it. Woohoo. We found it. You know, why would you want alliance rank? I mean, power could be interesting, right? For example, to make sure that, for example, like, you know, if you would send a whale in the opponent's territory and they do a lot of fights, you want to make sure that these guys are sorted, right? But that the fuel view is pretty good, because especially when you have someone that has too much. You know, someone that has a lot, you can do Mia, right? So 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187, 187 Bear Trap 2. Well, I have bear to do today on all cities. That's something I dislike a lot. Doing bear on like 3-4 times a day takes so much time. I love bear once a day. And you know, I don't mind like having multiple accounts to handle in half an hour, but like... So we sorted that. Let me just check something quick. That's good. I have 1 hour 45 here. Okay, no, there is nothing to handle outside of the game for the match of the length of the battle. We good, we good. So that one is dead. Oh, they are going strong. So let's see what do they have. So that's the purple is QWQ, but these are all weak guys. I mean, this one is pretty strong, but yeah, this one's gonna beat me. It's not my main march, but we have someone that's very strong actually. So let me look at that dash. Let me look a bit at the power of people in that alliance. King David has probably not his main march or is already damaged. And my Gatot is chilling, so let's go Gatot. Stop slacking. I mean, I don't care to rank in that event, to be honest. The rewards are so bad that I really don't, you know. Yeah, I'm dying hard today. I mean... You know, I'm nobody when you look for Wells, right? When you look at Wells' power, like I'm already see like Black King Bar, like you know, he's like I'm breakfast for him, you know. That's my main march. The dude is twice my power, you know. It's like, and you know, I'm not, you know, I'm quite above average. So he's really strong. That dude is very strong. So, you know, whenever you are matched against him. But, you know, if we keep him locked, like, again, for me, like, Canyon became a lot less interesting than Foundry. It's really became a lot less interesting than Foundry. Actually, we are really happy. Like, someone was talking about Tundra Armlings. Like, if you have it on your state, you should have it. And actually, we can check. Can we check the... We cannot check yet, right? How much zone and stuff, right? The range of it. I don't know if the dev's gonna communicate. Usually they do not communicate to Armlings range of states and stuff, I think. I don't remember, at least. Tonton facing what I get every Canyon Clash. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a different story for me. Like, this alliance is a lot stronger than the other one, so... It's gonna allow me to kind of, you know, I'm gonna send my weaker march here because I cannot do anything against the bigger dudes. And here they are quite strong, quite weaker, so I'm gonna send my mess march and just get some points. And I'm gonna help middle, you know. When is the building? Oh, building is here. So let's help here as well. Let's make sure. Oh, they're gonna get it? No, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get that one. That's perfect. So I'll swap my marches, right? I'll kind of sacrifice my lower one to their well, or we... Yeah, we need to defend here. Can I send? I cannot, but we are 9 more. Because we are contested. 3051 here. We have it for the first time as well. Okay, cool. So what gen are you? I forgot if it's gen 5 or 6 for Canyon, for Tundra Armlings. Hello, Hollywood. Hollywood, the finest. I don't remember, you know, when do you have When do you have? But I think it's Gen 5 or 6. Tyrant is for sure Gen 7 or late Gen 6 for Tyrant, I think, if I remember. We got it Gen 5. Yeah, it feels so. Gen 5, right? I remember that. So you're probably a bit too much of a baby yet. The baby state. It's gonna happen, you know. I really like it. I like the tournament format. The first few matches, if you rank high, are very easy, but you know, it's still Foundry, so... Let's get here, let's help the team. I'm the last one standing, and there is like the freaking Black King bar that's gonna, you know, destroy my march and, you know, the next 5 generation of it, I guess. And here we're doing... Here it's, you know, it's handler. It's something I can handle, so... They are just pushing a bit here, so what do we have? We don't really have anybody strong, so I kind of need to send someone. No, I'm not the strongest, but wow, it's very, very rough. They are pushing on us, like the Reds are pushing on us very, very hard right now, probably because we are the first as well. So, what can I do to help? To mitigate, you know? Then again, we got Tal the second time it came in game. Toddler. I mean, that the whole idea behind the name of the channel, you know, was like, you know, you go to your uncle for life advice. I'm like, you know, I cannot say I will give life advice, but Whiteout Survival advice, I can give a few, at least. Not sure about life, but I mean, I've been playing game for 25 years, if not more, so... You know, worked a bit in the industry as well, so now there might be... I thought I have things to say, at least. You know, then you guys are the judge if it's worthy or not. Let's give this guy a bit more. Who is not having anything? Wow, Davey needs some more. And he's, you know, he's very important, so let's give him to Davey then. We don't have the building? That changing all the time is a nightmare, you know. See, like the dude used to have nothing, and he's back with full. What the heck? He's here. Yeah, refresh, please. Why people are taking it and they have like literally they are full of it? I don't get it. I do not get it, guys. Yeah, take some, but and let's go back to... Are they pushing in? Yeah, we were a bit in trouble here. So let's do that. And this one is here. And these are weak ones. So let's... Let's help here a bit. Yeah, I mean, that's always an issue with these tournaments and things, right? If you have it between, you know, let's say you get new gen today, not today, but you get new gen after next SVS. So next SVS, you know, you are still Gen 4, for example, and then you get Gen 5 next SVS, and then you face some people that are deep in Gen 5. You are quite at disadvantage. But there is, you know, there is no way around that, right? As long as they try to minimize it with the matchmaking, you know, have it happen as little as possible, you know, it's gonna happen, so... But they were like quite strong, weaker than you overall, Star, with because Bradley is a really strong hero for whatever you do. I mean, they give us really good free-to-play heroes when you think about Mia. Or Mia is good, or Hector is good, or Bradley is good. Like, you know, of course it's not Geronimo, but it's very close. And you know, Geronimo is not like, he's a beast for rallying, but he's actually not a beast for like arena for 5th generation, you know, for example. Wow, they are really annoying. They are really, really annoying. And is that dude even strong? He is even weak. So like, yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna be all good. Let me kick some butts. Let me kick some butts. We need to get that one back. How are we doing? Like income? The Reds are doing crazy right now. I mean, they seem a bit stronger, to be honest. Like, I don't think we have players as strong as they are. So, they have a lot, like, you know, that dude as well, like that Asian folks, like, they are crazily strong. So, I think overall the Reds might have a bit of an edge, and I think the Reds were really going for the purple initially. And they probably beat the purple a bit, and now they beat us a bit, and, you know, then they might just go for middle and just win that way. Pro tip, conscript when you take the building. I know, William, but I'm not really paying attention, but thank you for the reminder. AD is full, so AD, you know. Do we have a well, like a big dude that really needs it? Okay, someone else change it, that's okay. Davy is a bit high right now, so should we... I'm hesitating to mess up with their thing, you know. When it's half empty and I can just give it to people, I'm happy, but... Let's get here. And what's going on? I'm gonna get crushed here because this is like a maxi wells. Yeah, wow, they have multiple people that are like insanely strong. So if we win the red, it's gonna be kind of a surprise when it comes to power. Let me try to find Dash where he has like his main march just to see. Like Sharkio is like stronger than me. You know, it's nowhere near 5 or 6k per match. AD is pretty strong. That march is very good. That's maybe his main march. King Davy, Canada. Canada, I don't know. That's a very strong march as well. But we are under, you know, we are under fire and attack right now. It's pretty tough. Oh, Dash. So is that Dash main march? Probably not. Unless he's not buffed. But that would be surprising that's his main march. I don't think like, yeah. I think they have like, Red is having 2 players or 3 players stronger than Dash probably. That's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? Oh. mean, King is kind of stuck here, which is very good. They have Russ as well, which is really good. So, you know, if they are doing that kind of stuff, you know, between each other, that's pretty good. Is that somewhere I can go? It's not really needed, so I better go here, I guess. But, you know, we are not really like... I kind of need to send my main march eventually. Wow, that was someone that... Oh, that was Dash. He might be able to kill some, but that's not gonna work, though. So let me send another march. That's really important we keep. Oh, we have a bunch of people coming. Instant revive, yes, please. And let's get, you know, let's help here. Here, that should be okay. Just this guy, that's gonna be a problem. Nicolas Neal. That's where I'm like, you know, if I cannot really rank very well often in SVS prep, like, should I push every time, or should I, what should I do? To kind of not like behind too much and to be, you know, to kind of stay sharp, I guess, with my troops and stuff. But long term, I'm gonna really miss some shards. That's a big problem. Or I need to spend less where I do spend and need to buy out Journey of Light every time. Meaning that, you know, the months that they have Journey of Light, I spend more. And then I cut some other packs. Get a bit of extra shards as well. But I'm not too sure what the best way. Keep dying. When it comes to income, you know, we are... Oh, the purple are actually first now. Okay. It really felt that the red were on top. Really felt that red was on top. Don't you usually see city skins, like marching skin, instead of these like trucks? Or that's what do you? I don't have like the resolution of the game strong enough or something to not see. I'm doing nothing here. Classic. Classic is like probably the... Wow. While you and red were fighting, purple got a lot. Yeah, probably, yeah. I did not really pay attention to purple. I thought they were kind of the... Not the strongest, but middle is here soon, so that might, you know. But we were first initially for the very, very little, you know, time at the beginning, and now we are like losing big buildings, so that's a bit rough. That's a lot less fuel as well, so... But that's, you know, that's very rough for us. Like, we are losing 2 huge buildings, and we are getting like, wow. And you know, they fight with each other, right? It's not just like they are not just after us. They kind of fight with each other still. Kind of need to help here. Trying to think where to go, but yeah, I mean there we beat them, right? So I can get here. I can get here for now. Then I'll get, you know, either here or somewhere here. But these are very important too. I mean, they are really focusing on getting middle, as you can see. Like they are not really pushing. I mean, they are pushing here and here, but they are clearly cutting everybody else from middle. So they have a strategy. They execute it well. That's good for them, you know. Yeah, here we need someone quick. It does give them a lot of points as well. So that's they play very well the red, I think. Classic 5.5 million. I did not really see Classic a lot. So here we good. They are attacking again, so. Dash 4.6. He might have balanced March actually. He might do like balancing a bit his power. But we cannot get back that part. That's really a bummer. These have been orange. Purple for quite a while and this part as well. So yeah, our income is really bad right now. See like the little amount of fuel we have, that's insane. You know, that can make you snowball, but in downward spiral, right? Not in the right direction. That you cannot keep fuel, you cannot fight, people are fighting less. I mean, your territory is kind of a lot cheaper as well, so. Look like purple not really attacking red. I mean, they are, I don't know, they seem to be fighting a bit. Them. Hey Mark, welcome. Welcome. I'm gonna close the window, I'm coming back in a sec. I'm a bit cold. And I'm back. So I'm dead. I'll put the camera back in a sec. I'm just getting some snack. Kind of the middle of the afternoon, and I'll be on for a little bit more. So dinner is not is nowhere near. But does not look too good, right? Purple and red. I think we are quite weaker, to be honest. When I look at their wells, I have a feeling that, you know, our stronger player. I mean, Dash is 4.6 on this one. I mean, Katana is pretty strong. They might have buffed a lot more than I did as well. Maybe I should just buff 10% everything on this event. Perfect star, we can look after, yeah. Thanks for the heart. How did he see that? Can you see it easily? Is it using the map? Or did it just go around and count? I mean, yeah, I mean, there seems to be... I don't know if they are allies. I mean, they are fighting a bit, right? But we seem to be the losing ones here. They are barely defending middle. And like, I mean, Purple is giving them some hard time here, but they don't really have to do much. So yeah, they might be working together, to be honest. And just classing, and some people are kind of chilling here, just maybe to adjust and secure, just in case. But they, you know, you might be playing 2 versus 1. That's how it feels sometimes. But we don't really have a chance to come back, you know. We cannot pull a trick to like get middle or something like that. We don't have the strongest wells, so. Any tips for management for fuel? I mean, just check it often. I don't, because there are people doing it here, but just check it often. Now when you click here, it's automatically sorted by fuel. So the lowest at the top, so you don't have to scroll. You used to have to scroll and to find people, but now you can just click and see. Being like, okay, you know, I have a 15k available. Then, you know, I pick the first one that do not have fuel in the list, right? And you have to kind of keep track of your wells. So you go and you see, okay, he has a lot. Somebody has not that much that do not have fuel, like Batman. Then I give it to him. So it's you just have to do it a lot and get used to the interface, and just make sure as well that your rally leaders are, you know, having what they need. Wow, that's definitely... It did not look that much initially to me, because they did fight a bit together. But when you look at here, like, they are not going for middle, right? So they are just making us lose. Like, they are not fighting anywhere anymore. They used to fight together. So I don't know if they made an alliance, if they know each other. I don't know what's up, but it's definitely 2v1 at that stage, and you know. It is what it is. If we lose, we lose, you know? So I don't think we can do much more, you know? I would not sweat it, you know, it's they are very strong as well, you know. Even 1v, you know, if everyone was playing for themselves, we might have still be third, you know, so... But how do you decide who is first, you know, for example? Like, how do these guys agree that, okay, you know, red's gonna win and purple, we're gonna be the losers, you know, we're gonna be number 2. They have to, you know, they have to feel that they might not win anyway, to agree. Or they know each other, maybe they are friends or something like that. Or they are used to do that and they, you know, they are fixing matches basically. Whenever they are playing, you know, together, they are fixing their match, and once, you know, one time they win, the next time they're the other one. They are not even trying, like, see, like they have, like these guys like cheating, doing nothing. Like they could like destroy us with some of these people. So yeah. People collect the truth. What do you mean? I mean they. I guess they always have, you know, like weaker players that do not follow the orders and stuff. But you see, like we are like getting destroyed. We are getting destroyed right now. Not even, you know, it's getting more and more obvious by the minute. It is what it is. No regret. Chinese collab. Maybe that's 2 Chinese alliances. I don't know. They. Oh, but that's. I thought that was my. I was saying that to them, not to the. I didn't even know there was like a chat for 3 people. So maybe it's just to be on YouTube and beat me. I don't know. You know, I would not take it personally and think it's because of that, but who knows. If there are 2 Chinese alliances, for example, could make sense, you know, something like that. I don't really know how it works for like Chinese people to play on non-Chinese states, right? Like, would they have to be like for like not living in China mainland or something like that? I'm not too sure. All these guys are like not playing game on the Chinese only states. We'll check after for that. But you know, the good news is that we have another 3 team events that they said in the kind of the update on the document. But yeah, you know, it's not. They are mostly from Taiwan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize the signs at all. I have no clue. That could be Taiwanese. I mean, that would make sense, right? If they know each other on top of that, you know, we are kind of... there are not that many states in Gen 10 right now, so they might know each other, they might be friends. You know, they look like they are fighting, but it does not really. So, or they have, you know, they have like the first one, you know, for the first 20 minutes they fight, and then whoever is first, you know, stay first or whatever. Like there is no way we are getting back anything. You know, we are like having what? We are having a third of our territory, right? I mean, we have lost a third of our territory. Why are they even going here? That's insane. That's really insane. I forgot what dismiss does. Oh, it kills it, right? You can kill your thing. I forgot how it worked. I never used it, I think. Oh, I mean. But yeah, sorry guys, was not really a fun match to watch, probably. Not the best one. It is what it is. We got cooked. And no regret about not buffing more. That's Black King Bar, so let's see how my 3 million is removing from him. So my 3 million is removing. Oh, that's not too bad. 400k maybe. Maybe 400k out of 6 million. It's gonna take me like 15 marches to kill him. Just need to come back 15 times. You know, at least it's not a long journey, you know? He's not going anywhere. Yeah. Oh my. Won't even get any good reward, so... It's a good match. We learn how others can team up and sabotage a third alliance. It rarely happened to me. I mean, I don't really pay attention to these things usually. Some people do a lot, like, you know, I don't know. Kind of different personalities or focus, I guess. But yeah, they did team up and they did pretty much destroy us. So... I mean, overall, let's try to see where is Dash, right? But again, I don't think he has a marsh anywhere close to that. It felt we had a chance, you know, early. King Davy is here. It happened a lot in older states. I mean, that makes sense. You guys, you know, you all know each other, and well, nobody wants to be third, I guess. But like, you know, I mean, probably it's fun for them, I guess. You know. I guess it's fun. It does, you know. It's just a tiny bit of less rewards of peanuts, so... That's where, you know, that's how I'm like, having an expert for Canyon to double the reward is probably not bad, you know? Just because you get so little for the hour spent. And that's actually one of my least favorite game mod at the moment. I used to like it quite a bit, but I don't know. But GG! Well, I get the chat's not gonna be the nicest thing. I'm cooked. I have no heroes. I fed that Black King bar so bad, so it could be second. How did it go for the one that we're playing? I wish we could see the report of these 1v1s. You mean in Canyon that you have a proper log? Yeah, nothing. We really don't see. I mean, and we have a, we have some of our wells are really built for like 2 troops as well. Some of our spenders, they are really built for 2 troops. So Canyon is like really not spotting these guys, I mean, they are not bad on the 3rd one. They are not like totally neglecting the 3rd one. But like, for example, Davy is really built for Lancers. So, it's not... he's not as effective on the Canyon format than he is on a rally, for example. But good job on them, they had fun, they did what they wanted. There is a way to look at 1v1 reports. I never really paid attention, to be honest, on that game mode, so I think the option for battle status show reports. Battle status... where could you click to see them? We have 1 minute to figure out. So you have their heroes. Is there an exclamation mark? But it's like maybe in, in Alliance Championship when you have like such a tiny... You don't have any history of the battle, right? What, we cannot even fight anymore. Battle records. Oh, that. But here, what can you open? Battle victory. But when it's you can get the report, right? Okay, so when it's you get the report. You cannot see reports of other people, but when it's you get them. I mean, they're all maxed out, right? There is no... Not even a close surprise here. So you can see your own matches. That's good. I did never paid attention to that. Fair enough. Thank you, guys. So I did bear. I'm buffed. Let's, where are we with things like that? I'm done with these as well. So let's do that for today. 1 hour for that, so I'm really trying to min-max my alliance mobilization. I should have done that, right? That's pretty okay. I can use a tiny bit of speed ups to do more troops. I don't mind burning like that little amount. 25 minutes for a refresh is perfect as well. Let's get rid of these shitty ones. Actually, something that's a lot better in Kingshot is like all of these crappy killing bees, killing polar terror that give little points, they are all rebalanced to give a lot of points. So you can do a lot more mission in Kingshot on that event. So I really wish they kind of do the same, It's probably not too hard to just rebalance the point of the mission. Yeah, 1 second star will do. Just getting ready for the next stuff. But I need these resources so bad. I'm not stressed about optimizing gathering. I'm like, should I pop a 24-hour gathering buff every day? Like, I'm considering that, to be honest. Some people do that. I never considered it before. So that's not this one, the one at the below. Katie Ghosty, or Kate's Ghosty. Bit less troops. And that seems very, very close. Bradley, Wooming, Mia. What is he? I mean, she's using a decent ratio. It's a bit weird to have 10, but that's all decent. That's all decent. She's not weak in any way. Not as rigorous, like not playing as seriously as you, a bit behind compared to you, but I mean, these are kind of high widgets, right? Level 10, level 7. Just the ratio is a bit off. She has a bit too many marksmen, but that's, you know, troops, she's a bit ahead. So what the difference for stats? You just had one pet on top of that? Because like you have far stronger stats than she has. While it's not obvious from here, I mean, you have a tiny bit better, but not that much. From here, it's very close, right? And she has a better Romulus, which does not really matter, but widgets are not taken into account, I guess. But it's like it's not a rally, you know. Oh, you send multiple today, okay. I mean, your Lancers did not even proc Ambusher, right? You don't even have an Ambusher on your Lancers to kill our marksman. Yeah, 3, but you have no marksman, so. Do you have marksman? Oh, you have a tiny bit. Oh, you were using marksman too, okay. Okay. So that's why she has Ambusher. See the first report. Yeah, I'm not checking all the... We learned something new that you can team up. Yeah, you can be destroyed. Tonton, I suggest sending Charlie to the Alliance node. Yeah, but like it's expiring soon, no? How long do I take to... Let me see. Yeah, it's more or less the same. It's more that, you know, I'm not gonna be here in 6 hours, so... I usually do, but I'm rarely timed with the Alliance node in that Alliance, so I'm not really checking, to be honest. But if I can, they are not putting it at time that works for me. But I could send another March, or we can do... we can always recall. Blue heroes help gather faster, but there is no point in sending them to the Alliance gathering node. They don't gather more or faster in it. So you just have a... These are like things I never paid attention to for the gathering node. You do it twice a day? Yeah, well, if... Yeah, I'm too lazy. How much is it? How much gems do you save? I don't know. This one is 600, right? So this one is what, 200? So, you know, that makes sense to use it twice a day, but I'm kind of hesitating. So you said, so... I'll swap my farmers and... Come on. So here we said that. Then while we wait, we go here. So that the... We are the... No, that this one, the first one. Baby Katya? She's the same. Cat Ghosty, I guess that's the same lady, right? I mean, she's okay on that account too, right? It's a bit weaker, but... You have similar troop levels. I mean, yeah. She uses a bit of a weird ratio, to be honest. No, we got destroyed. We played 2v1. It was like two Taiwanese, whatever, Chinese, Taiwanese alliances that they teamed up against us and they destroyed us. What do you use for infantry that the stats are so high? Yeah, she does not have 5 stars on all of them, right? Your Rene is pretty strong as well. Each and your alliance were in the same. Did you won? Did you kick their butt? You're probably quite stronger than it right now. It is like not at the top of its... Let's do that. I mean, for me, like the amount you get here is based on the capacity, right? It's not based on what you will get. It's like the maximum you can get if you see like. So it's not the amount I will get. I mean, I never opened up. Actually, I never looked at how much I get from that, from this one. I really like that's an aspect of the game. Like I did not really pay attention to it at all. You came first. That's pretty good. So was it like a king, not king, but kill event? You changed name again. You're not Black Reaper anymore. Was it like kill event that you get these reports or just for fun today for like a practice, I guess? When was that? But that's a long time ago. That's from January. And this one is from March. That's a bit more recent. You keep track of so many reports. When was that? 3rd March. 3 weeks ago, so I cannot tell what was the event. Might have been a kid event, I guess. She wanted to whoop you, but that did not work very well. That did not work very well. I miss my wasted gems, yes. So yeah, so that was not good. Not good for us. Let's do that. I was like illusion. In the Alliance Gathering node, I use at least 4 heroes, and I was like, there is something I'm not understanding here. Just removing the red dot quick. But I used to never, I never paid attention to that thing, to be honest. So that's something I'm learning a bit about, I guess. But the game is not giving you... so only one secured Alliance Gathering node can be placed. Only Chief Furnace 16. Which quickly gather to secure... Okay. It does not tell you much about the gathering thing, so people must have tested it, right? Else you don't really get... I mean, you can see your gathering speed here, I guess. Red finger, sorry, fair enough. No, that's okay. So I'm just gonna check a bit the... Okay, I got one. I got one of these. So that's gonna be 2. But I have 10 more to go. So I purchased a tiny bit too many of these, right? And so I'm kind of, you know, while I don't care that much, you know, I still care enough to try to stay first. Because I have a good lead, you know? I have a very good lead right now. So in order to stay first and to get a bit more rewards, I love to finish that today. So I still need 3k. So I need like 6 training missions. That's a lot. I don't know if I can do that without being too stupid, you know, about it. Else I need to do gem missions. I need to burn gems. That's the only way to do it, I guess. Without like burning speed ups like that is making no sense to do. Should we do some testing? Like, do you know? Probably you need to, you know, probably some people calculated like if they gathered 1 minute in the node compared to if they gather 1 minute in a regular one or something like that. How much they get out of it. But you can see it here, right? So that's my speed. How much is that? Plus 3, blah, blah, blah. That's how much I get. And if I look at my blue gatherer dude, which is here. How do you see how much he's gathering? Details. Oh, that's very close. I mean, that's how you check it, right? You compare these. I'm lazy to recall, but that was 392. That's 85 plus. I mean, that's faster. I'm getting more per hour here. That's 405, that was 392. 100,000. Let's get some of that. Do we have some water? Yeah, I have some water. So what can we see in the calendar? Not much, right? We don't really have much. So I'll be live for Foundry tomorrow evening. And then next weekend I go in holiday with the no, let me think. That's 29, so that's the week after. So I'll be there next weekend actually. I'll be there for SVS battle. I'll stream all day. I can stream all of it, and then the weekend after I go on holidays. But we have Flame Fang. There is not much going on except Plunge Arm Leagues. You know, which is really cool. I don't know if they made any change to it. That's pretty insane. That means that this SVS I'm gonna do a bit of Fabien. And can I advance him? I can advance him. So if he's level 8, that's close one or not? That should be close one, right? That's close one. When he's level 8, I can actually finish that skill, get that one a bit higher, and then the rest I don't care that much, to be honest. As a joiner, like I'm really a small fish in our state when it comes to that. So these I really don't care, but I'll do them eventually. I'll mark these two or this one to level 8 or 9, whatever I can do. That's gonna be insane. That's gonna double the points. I need to do Valeria as well. I need to do Valeria. Wow, she costs so much. She costs so freaking much to do. So okay, we're going back to the drawing board for the gathering. I mean, for me, I will, you know, I can do it if you want, guys, but you can do it as well if you have to mark, you know. It's like you check the speed per hour, right? And if it changes with the blue or without a blue. And that all that matters, right? Or do you see it more complex than that? Johnson, did you make more advanced investigation? I don't do that kind of investigation. Let the other people do it, to be honest. I don't have account set up and things like that. Like so to do some testing, sometimes you need to have like proper things set up, and I don't. So I'm not even trying. How good is Gwen in Bear Trap compared in Wayne? It depends. For me, it depends on like the way I remember it. For me, is Gwen was better than Wayne. Did I do extensive testing? I cannot recall. It was Gen 5. That's a bit a while ago. But I still use Gwen in Bear in Gen 6. Some people are saying that Wayne is better, but most of the people saying that Wayne is better, they have a widget level 10, right? So from what I'm comparing myself is Gwen full stars, widget level 4 versus Wayne full star, widget level 4. And I remember that that's because mostly because of the widget and you know the skills. Gwen was better. The widget per gen is better in the next gen. So, you know, when you have both widget maxed, it gives far more stats, right? Where is Gwen? So it could be because of that, or it could just be that Wayne is better and I did not know better myself, and that could be true as well. So what's, if you know, what's his name? I'm not sure you pronounce it, but like E11 Shard, right? He often comments on YouTube or on Discord about that kind of things. If I remember well what he said is like Gwen is not working as soon as you have heroes with skill damage. And that's skill damage. So if you have no skill damage, or skill 1 is working very well, and she can be a good joiner, but as soon as you have a hero with the skill damage in the march, she's not working well, and that's skill damage. And you always have a Mia in your rally. So for Bear, it probably absolutely never makes sense to use Gwen. And you know it's skill damage because you go here, right? That one is skill damage. I mean, if you use Grégoire, but you're not gonna use Grégoire for Bear, but like Blanchette, skill damage everywhere, right? These two. So that's why you don't use Gwen on Bear. It's because somehow it does not work with skill damage. That's the high level I remember from his explanation, but it's a bit everywhere. And that's again, that's from the test of people on Wosners. I don't think he made the test himself. I don't think many people do, to be honest. You know, it's already annoying enough to... Oh. I missed it. So I probably missed one here as well. Yeah, I missed one here. Yeah, Wanted, I agree for the gathering buff, but I've never used it, so I'm just not gonna think about it. So I'm like, I can afford 600 gems a day, you know, instead of 400 and having to think about it. But I understand what you mean. If I use it, like on the rare events, that's what I do, right? But I sleep at reset, right? For me, I sleep at reset, so I send my gatherer that they arrive at a reset. I wake up, pop one buff, send 2 marches with it, pop another buff, and send, you know, 1.5 marches with it before I go to bed, more or less. Especially with, I mean, for me, like, I often not use it because I find, like, okay, you gather faster, but it does not really allow me to send one more round of gathering per day, right? I send 2 during the day before bear, before whatever event we have in the evening, and I send 1 after. So more or less, I always send 3. So if I need to start to like send them, recall them, send them, recall, like that's really annoying, I find, for the little you gain. But I'm at the stage where I'm considering the friction because of the crazy resources of T11, basically. That's the kind of things I would not do unless needed, if that makes sense. Do you know what never or no? Is that like a new social media thing? Do you know why they give it that frame with the N? Do you know what it is? I have no idea. Is never is a thing? Oh, it's like an Asian kind of social media, I guess. It's like a shopping app or something like that. Your Fabien is only 66. I mean, you're gonna catch up. I mean, Fabien is like 90s, 80. 80 is really good. Even he's gonna be just 70. 70 is really good. You are close enough. You are really close enough. Then you know, the rest is like, for me, these are really do not really matter to me. I'm not like really leading enough to make any sense of that. The Never avatar is limited edition. You get lucky to get it. Korean social media. The frame was exclusive with Korean players. But we got it with a gift code. No? We just had to get it with a gift code. Like I got it, I think I got it on my farm. Not everybody got it? I'm not really the best for keeping track of that. The 3-day one came with a gift code. Yeah, I have a 3-day one. I don't have a permanent one. If there is a permanent one, I have no idea to get it. You will match 855, I heard. I hope not. I really hope not. It's not gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be fun. I don't know. I mean, it could be fun though. They're gonna smack us, but they have it permanent, I think. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't really like it, to be honest. So I don't mind if I don't have it. I don't really like the green, to be honest. It's like a flashy green. You know, I'm happy with the content creator one. I actually really like that one. You know, I just wish it was like at least 4 or 3 stars, you know. 4 or 5 stars. 3 stars is like... Don't match 920. We'll kick your butt, man, if we match. I have one more question. One of our member wants to flow 49 to 49 is low spenders. You have dilemma, want to do widgets or pets for mystery badge daily. I mean both. Both. It really depends. Like for me, the way I look at pets when you are, I mean, when you say low spender, it's like if he's $50, I'll definitely do pets more than widgets. He might want to do level 4 widget on his marksman, something like that. That's gonna be okay, but where the value is ready for pets is when, you know, you usually have enough of books, you have enough XP, and most of what we miss is these two, right? It's the serums and eventually the energizing potion. So it's like trying to help yourself, whether with a bit of money or whether with Frosty Fortune, mystery badges to get the serums you need. For me, it used to be both, and then it was mostly serums for a very long time that I was missing. So I bought the serums between the events, mystery badges, and, you know, a bit of money to catch up. It was not that many, you know, that was 30, 40 euro on pets, maybe $50 on pets, something like that. And then I caught up, and then I'm using everything I have again. So, you know, I'm not buying any of these books. They are far too expensive, I find, to buy, and that's gonna be like creating a big diminishing return of my, of the value I get from spending on pets if I start to buy books or XP. So yeah, so I get the serums as much as I can to have like the max that the game is giving me on these, right? So I'm as far as I can be and ahead of most, you know, except whales. If you look at pets, I'm doing pretty good usually. Now I'm 15 for pets. Like, some of these guys are quite stronger than me. Sharkyo, he kicks me. Davey, he kicks me. Sato, he kicks me. Like, most of these guys are kicking me, but I don't know if they build their, you know, or they build their account and want their focus, right? But some of them are weaker with pets. So I will make sure I optimize for that more than optimizing for widgets. But if he's a big fighter and he rally leads, then, you know, you might want to do a bit of widgets too, but... Worst international chat bureaus are better on the Alliance node. Okay, fair enough. Helpful for Barry in Arena. Yeah, of course. They are, you know, it's just for me, like, widgets are just permanent, so I'm not... but, you know, I did 8 on Bradley, but I'm still using him a lot. I'm truly, you know, get back to Bradley for Arena, so... Exoa. There we go. Take that. We have the refresh, or did I miss it? We have 1 minute. So let's finish these. That's little. That's little. That's an hour and a half. I have Gwen and Wayne widget 8 now, and we'll do Bradley. I mean, that's, like you said, like for Beren Arena, that's gonna be amazing. It's just for me, when you stop using Gwen and Wayne, you know, you don't have the pets that you could have had. But that, you know, it's not bad. For me, it's really not a bad choice as well. It's a, you know, I would put it as like personal choice, I guess. That's good enough. The title saved me half an hour, you know? That's pretty nice. It's like 3:30 and it's like 3:05. Train them. That's all little troops you need. That's insane. Like, I really love T11, FC10. That's so little troops you need to train. You can do so many missions a day. Let's try to get lucky. I forgot if that's my second one. It's my second one, I think, today. So I think that's my last one. So I need at least 2 more from the general missions. Let's see if we got lucky with you guys today. I got lucky on everything else today, so... Do I want to do Polar? Like, I'm not gonna take me half an hour to do it. I prefer to have a chance to get, you know, to get more later. There is no packs to buy. I was hoping that maybe we got Myriad Bada or something good to buy, but that's usually not that day of the week, I think. And we're gonna get Pet a Quick Alarm. So, you know, I check in a bit later. Up. That's how you do it. Our pets are equal. That's pretty good. I mean, that's what you can do, you know. I don't know what state you are from, but originally for me like 666, so I got a bit extra usually compared to most people here, but that's I find that a very good value, you know, on pets. Like my pets are very solid for where I'm at, and it costs me very little money. That's overall the spirit, I think, for like medium spender. You know, it's like as much as you can just buy the things that are not balanced in the game to balance things, not to have to exchange as little as possible, because exchange you are losing value, that kind of stuff. Would you recommend low spender get 5-star Hendrik, or just keep using Bradley and get Hendrik 4 stars just only for arena? I mean, for me, I don't do 4 stars anymore at that stage of the game. I find it makes little sense because heroes are really not good. In that specific case, if you consider, you consider Hendrik as a rally joiner, because that's amazing. That's is really one of the best. And you know, I had some viewers that do testing with their rallies and stuff, and they really find Hendrik crazy. It makes a lot of injured on the opponent side. Where is Hendrik? That's one of the most unique 25% skill you can find. There are already, I think I've seen one other hero with it. I don't remember who it is. I think there is one other hero with that skill kind of thing. I need to actually track it back if it's a unique skill or not. I remember another one, but I don't remember who, so I might miss remembering. So that's insane for a joiner. That's a really good joiner. You always want one, to be honest, at that stage of the game. Is joiners, like I said in yesterday's videos, seems to be pretty straightforward to me. It's like, you know, if no Mia in Rally Leader, you want Mia. If you are using Lancer, you want René. If no Hendrik in Rally Leader, you want Hendrik. Then you can just throw Patrick. And then, you know, if there is, and Nora for marksman, right? And that's about it. That's really kind of, so he's really my go-to, one of my go-to joiners. And if you consider him for joiner and a tiny boost on arena, you could do 4 stars eventually. Like you just put widget level 2, just so you unlock that, and you unlock the other one for exploration eventually, because that's gonna work in exploration as well, the 5%. I mean, not the 5%, but the stat for exploration. But you know, or even a widget level 1 is actually enough, you know, for arena. So, you know, I would not say not to do it. It's probably really good for arena. If you are a bit short on shard and you want a quick boost, it could be a good option, yeah. But I'll be mindful not to be too cheap and to only do like 4 stars, you know, like to put yourself in a situation where you mostly do 4 stars because you never save enough and you want all the heroes, and like falling in that trap of never having like proper heroes. I might actually do Philly next with the widget, or Molly. Because they are really good, you know. If I play 40-60, 40-0-60, and I play marksman, I could totally do a Philly or a Molly at the widgets to get a garrison hero. I could totally do that. Actually, that's not bad. My Philly is nearly maxed as well. I'm not sure which one I want. But because I'm done with me as widget next week, so I could slowly work toward another one now. That's did not consider that before, but that's a good idea. Do you have a guide on typical item to buy in the main shop? Yeah, I do, Gismiti. I do. I updated it when they released experts, I guess, not too long ago. But if you have a question, we could look at a specific shop as well. But it's on the Discord. I have a shop, yeah, in the general guide, I think. If you look at the general guides... Someone tag me on Discord. Developer forget to update date, but it's new. But is it like the X Twitter kind of? I mean, I don't really like some people. Yes, I know some other YouTubers share this a lot, but you have like this web form in Chinese. You have to get the X honorary player icon after the survey deadline. Like Lord Sigma shared it on Discord if you guys care about the X. That's one. I mean, for me, I'm not gonna use it, so. If you care about the X Twitter one. This link on Discord. So Star shared the gathering speed, which was faster with the blue one. No. Where are you? What did you do, Star? What did you do? So you are gathering as plus 308 with a blue hero. Yeah. So that's faster. You gather more with the blue hero. Seems to work on the node. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. But what I was looking for in the general guides, you have something that's called shops. And you have what to buy. When did I update that? Yeah, not too long ago. Like end of October or something like that, because it was like probably some changes with the updates and stuff. Okay, cool. And let me know if you have some like question or things you want to go through together. Oh, I need to sign up. I need to sign up on my farm before it's too late. I don't have much, but kind of went all in last time, so. What time is it? We have the Intel mission in 20 minutes. So, well, that's, you know, I don't know for you guys, but for us in a week we are moving to like summertime, and that's terrible for Whiteout. Mean that, you know, arena is 1 hour later, which means I rank very poorly. I really don't like the summertime in the game. I really prefer the winter time. That went by too quick. So I need to tell the Presidente. Let me whisper them directly. What do I have on the farm? I have a bit. The game really gives you a lot, you know, at that stage. At the free-to-play, really give you a lot of fire crystal and shit. Can we do a bit of Mia's fortune? See if I get lucky. Oh, I got 90. I got 96, so we can do one. So, Smithy, like, it really depends on your focus. For me, I do some weeks, but I really need. I'll go back to my farm. I'll go back to my main for a minute. I'll show you. It depends a bit on how well you rank in arena, how much points you get. But the way I do it, for me, I balance with my need. So right now, my need is mostly on the arena shop. You mean, right? So you see, I got both at 50 as well this week, and I need a lot of these, right? The custom mythic hero gear chest. So technically tomorrow I can buy one mithril, but I know that I'm still going to buy the custom mythic hero gear chest next week. So I'm not gonna use on mithril. It does not make sense to me, right? But that's I'm balancing, right? I use mithril for a long time, and now that I kind of deep into essence stones, like when you are deep into essence stone, they are really cost a lot. You see, like you need 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10 to max these. Like these are really, you really start to like these so bad at some points that I went back and I stopped mithril. So whatever you need, I will buy full price from time to time, right? But for me, I'm kind of, you know, if I'm getting none of these next week, I'll buy that one, you know, and if I see that toward the end of the week, I'm getting enough to buy this, I'll buy it. But I just want to make sure that I can buy the discounted item every week for sure. That's very easy to do for me. And then often it's one extra, and then very rarely one extra mithril. It's mostly when I'm kind of not being lucky with the older items, right? So I just have extra. You know, I'm not really considering these. The serum half price I do buy sometime. I do buy the half price serums eventually. Wintertime is bad for me. I have to get up at 4 AM for SVS. Yeah, probably not really good. I would not want... I mean, I will do it, to be honest. But... I would do it, but it's, you know... We don't have kids and stuff, so that's a bit easier, I guess. Let's do Mia. Let's do Mia. Let's see if we get lucky. So we got lucky on the 3-hour speed up. Well, that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. So here, I'm gonna get 5 more. So here, that's usually when I stop to play, right? But I don't have what it takes to play the full board. Maybe I just play for 4 just to get these, you know, these 5 extra. I click like 2 or 3 times just to see if I get lucky or not. It cost me 6 to get 5 back, and I get that, and that's okay. But you know, that's me. When you don't have 96, you don't play. That's how it works. I'm somehow think that gem is more valuable. I mean, for me, I don't really have use of gem on my farm. I just care about troop level. If you like, you know, I see people getting gems regularly. Yes. If you, I recorded a video guide for the French channel today. By the way, the French video, they have the AI dubbing for English only. So, you know, if there is something I did not cover on the English channel for a long time, and then I'm making a video, I'll try not to overlap them too much, right? Because the English videos, they have auto dubbing in French, and the French videos, they have auto dubbing for English, right? So you could get like some updated guides with auto dubbing, which won't be as good as, you know, it's AI, right? But I need to listen to myself once actually with the auto dubbing in English. Did not do that yet. But yeah, I was like, yeah, Fire Crystal is the best. Many people do gems. I find that people tend to do gems now because of Tundra Arm Leagues, because of Foundry, where a bit of a Tyrant, where they are using a lot of gems to speed up their marches to fight, and they struggle to do the Lucky Wheel without doing the gems on Mia's Fortune. But, you know, not really many people are going for VIP points. It's not really a thing. Should I push VIP points? Should I go to VIP 10? If I can get the kind of the... The tone of voice is very, very weird. Okay. I need to listen to it once. I did not do, you know, maybe I should try in like Indian or something. Hey Stella girl, welcome. It's okay that it's a typo. I don't know. I just saw hello, so. But welcome to the stream. What can we do here? Do you like the mushroom? I'm actually not a big fan of the level 10. Actually not a huge fan of the level 10. I think it does not matter, Smithy. It's really mostly to get a free refresh, you know. You get the refresh and you get a chance at getting a teleport. So for me, I buy all, whatever. I don't even think. As soon as it is resources, I don't think. And then 10 gems or VIP I do buy because it's a refresh and I want more teleports. So it really depends if you really need teleports. I mean, I got 160 on my main, so I don't know if I need teleports, but you know, I find excuses to refresh. I did not do that here. It's just an excuses to refresh to get more chance for teleports. So I don't think it really helps you with your VIP, to be honest, but that's the reason. I need so many books on my farm. Yeah, it's really for that. Yeah, I mean, like I wish they give us 100 points VIP, you know, in that shop. So at least it helps you progress. Because 10 is like, what the, you know? What the heck, right? Does not give you anything. So we have some people share new ratio. What I'm looking at the state Discord and the new ratio. So which one I'm doing? I'm doing Earth Lab. Earth Lab, they are saying that it's 52, 1999. Okay. People say that works better on my state. For me, it always depends on how you're built, right? Someone, when they found the best ratio for them, you know, it's because they are built a certain way, so it's always never for everybody. Hi Tonton, thank you for your contact. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. I was practicing with your alliance for Rally Joiner, and I kept the battle record. I'm sure what to record from them on a sheet. The issue with that is you will need to repeat the same ratio and the same rally a lot to get an average, right? But there are a lot of luck based on one side, on the troop skill, on the hero skill, and all of these. So you will need to do, like, if you do even... Sometimes I do people testing and they do one ratio, one set of joiners, one set of heroes, and they not done the result of that. But the issue is it could be highly lucky or highly unlucky. On one side, on both sides, on whatever. So you don't get a great outcome. So you technically need to repeat these, you know, 3, 4, 5, 10 times in a perfect world to at least start to get, okay, what's the average, the range of how many injured you get on both sides, you know. Or you need to be able to, like, guess from the reports, which I think is quite hard to do if you were averagely lucky, because even if the reports help you to know that when it comes to, like, the amount of procs you get per skill. So let's say the amount of ambusher skill you get on Lancers. Let's say you are Gen 6 and, you know, the amount of Wayne skill that you trigger that are like 20% or whatever chances, and you're like, okay, I seems to be lucky or unlucky. Although these have a lot to do about when they happen, right? It's very different if you are playing against marksmen and you are using Lancers, and the first 3 turns of the fight, your Lancers are having ambusher that procs, right? They're gonna decimate very, very quickly the marksman, right? And on your report, it's gonna show you 3 times or whatever, or 10 times, but you don't know that out of these 10 times, you get 3 very, 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 very lucky ones that make the win very easy for you, because it happens. You could have the same report with a widely different outcome, with the same amount of skill used, because they got used turn 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Instead of 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, something like that. So it's really hard to... I would be very humble with that kind of testing and results, and have to repeat it over and over. So maybe over multiple Sunfire Castle. to start to get an understanding. The only issue with that, it's like a gen is not long enough that you can test things properly sometimes. Like you get some set of results in the first SVS, you try, I mean, some local Sunfair Castle, you try in SVS, does not work, you go back to the drawing board, but you're already a month and a half in a 3 months, 3 months generation, so yeah, so it's not easy. But what people tend to look at is the amount of injured, if the offense or defense won, that kind of stuff, right? The big ones are these. The amount of injured and who is winning. That's what most people keep track of when they... That I've seen at least. That was shared with me. That the main two... I would not say KPI, because they're not really KPIs, right? But that the main two things people keep track of and look at. Now that I'm Gen 7, it is the last upgrade plus value in events and event packs. I think most of them... Are you Fire Crystal 10? Maybe on some Fire Crystal you get a bit of like another extra upgrade when you get to Fire Crystal 10. I forgot when Fire Crystal 10 releases, if it's Gen 7 before or after. Actually cannot remember from the top of my head. But health, it's at least as far as I know, it's it's a final version of all packs, most packs, yes. Which, you know, makes it very nice. Very, very nice. That makes a lot of sense, thank you. You're welcome. And you know, these things are like proper testing is very, very hard. It's really, really hard. That's why I think one of the best way might be to use the simulator from Rio. I'm not sure how to pronounce him. Like from the Woz Nerds, he made a website with the simulator. And you know, you can enter your stats, you can enter your joiners, and it does not work with every hero in the game. But that could be one way to get extra data. Because the simulator is pretty close to reality at that stage. So, and for some case, it is exactly. FC10 is after Gen 7, so yeah. So that might be one more. But you know, it's very simple, right? Whichever packs you want to compare, like do you have that, for example, for your Fire Crystals? You know, is your Mia giving 150? If so, probably yes. If you have the same on the weekly card and your Mia is giving you 150 of these, probably is right before Gen 8, fair enough, yes. You probably have the best packs. That will make sense to me. We have, what, 5 more minutes before Intels. Oh, that's what I need to do. Is she the one taking the... Okay, she's taking that, so... And where is she? Let's do that before I forgot and I'm not in... I mean, we have plenty of spots, so that should be okay, but... I was using the Woz Nerd spreadsheet for Bear, and I'm not sure about the results. Seems like my low hits were a lot lower than my... Yeah, for me, it does not always work. Some people are swearing by it. I will, kind of round up a bit some of the numbers, right? Like, add a tiny bit of infantry and add a tiny bit of lancers just to be on the safe side. Because you have people joining rallies and shit, so it's not just your own ratio. So I don't think... for me, it's like Bear is a very complex matter. If you want to do it like 100% optimized, then you need to think about the alliance as well. So I'll prefer to do it like 80, you know, 80-20 Pareto style. You know, but 20% of effort that's gonna give me 80% of reward, and you know, it's not gonna matter much the outcome. The last extra 20% are not really important. That makes sense. So Crystal is here. So name, mini, tonton, YouTube. Eat all days. So 8 between 8 to 20. To use I don't even know the amount of days I have for training, to be honest. Tout sélectionner, copier. Just, but I don't think it matters. I don't think they're not gonna give me 30 days. That's all good. You're right about that. Yeah, that's you know, I use it as kind of it gave me an idea about what could be optimal, and then last time it gave me like 0.6% mark infantry, 5.5% lancers, and the rest as infantry. So I went with like 5.5% lancer and the rest marksman. Sorry. So I went with like 1 infantry, 7 lancers, and then what's left? 92 marksman, but I was using 1.4 or 1.5. I forgot. If I was using 1.494 or 1.594 or 1.495, and I could not tell the difference. Like my eyes were very close to my eye. You know, it was like it was so close for like average lows and highs that I was like, you know, like it does not matter. It is really like in heat in my we were like doing between 10 billion to 20 billion mark, and in car we do like 38 million mark every time, which is the max rewards. So even when we just have pets, you know, either we get mass reward easily for like the FC10 T11 people, or you just get the one below at like 19 billion.2, and that's very, very close. And you know, you don't even have to try, you just have to play for half an hour. And most of the time, if you play actively for half an hour, you're gonna get your 38.4 billion max rewards from it. So it's like, but that's Gen 10, right? It really started Gen 10. Before that, it was really not close, I think, for most of us. So that's a Gen 10 thing. So if you have a very active alliance, oh, that's the time for that's time to get the mission quick. So at that stage of the game, for me, Bear is like capped, you know. We got the max rewards. I have a bit more points to get from as well from Cyril, from the expert, and that will even make it so much more easy when I get one more level on Cyril, to be honest. So really not a problem. And I'm not gonna sweat it to like, you know, make 45 billion instead of 38 and get beyond the max rewards. Like, as soon as I get the max reward, I'll stop playing. And I'll do something else of my life. So another half an hour. Hopefully we are a bit more lucky, but still a lot of points to do today. Let's do Intel. You're hitting one. Yeah, that's I mean, Gen 7 is normal. It's not gonna go up for a while, to be honest. Why do I don't? What did I do? What did I do to not have any stamina? Okay. I guess I just did Polar Terrors too much without paying attention, like while talking or something. Okay. Yeah, but you do that once, right? You do, or you know, for us, we will probably do like when we have Tundra Armlings matches. We sometimes do like these, you know, max buff whale bear kind of thing where you have like most rally leaders of most alliances going for it with everyone is 20% buff, or even like the you know, the weaker ones basically. So especially toward the second week, you know, at the end of the first week of the elimination phase, so week 2 basically of the event, or you know, beginning of third week, when you have like these very important matches where everyone is buffing 20%. Like, you know, you do that once, you do your whatever, like 90 or 70 billion personal record you need to do, which I missed last time because they do that at 2 AM. So I don't necessarily have it myself, but most people on the state that wanted to have it, they have it now. And then you do that once and you're good. But I don't know if you have such things on your state. It might not everyone do that, but if you have such kind of, you know, either for Tyrant or either for Tundra Armlings, you just need to do it once. Then you are sorted for life. Did I stop it? I was doing my intel on King Shot, so... Up. That's a good way, so you don't have to stress about it anymore, but yeah. For us, we really got stuck at like the 9 billion one. I mean, I've done it for a long time before I get like consistently above the 9 billion one. It felt like a very hard threshold to pass, but you just need a very active alliance with, you know, quite a few spenders, and it's not that bad to do. Actually, it's not that terrible to do with a very, you know. I don't know what Maris is doing. Like, the guy is going through alliances all day. He's changing alliances all the time. So I need to do bear trap, so I cannot send my gatherers. We have a lot to do here. I did not do my treks. Let's go on a ride with Bahiti. If there is a chance that we get a new expert Monday? I don't think so. Maybe I'll keep the ones tomorrow. That's something you can do as a habit, you know, is like keep the ones on from Sunday for Monday, just in case we have a new expert. What do you think of that Leprechaun pack? Which one was it? What, the one that we have currently or the one before? Because I did not buy the one before. I just buy the... It was, for me, it was quite average when I compare to other packs. It really depends on what you buy, but I could not find a lot of things. Unless you are like, I think for bigger spender that only buy certain things. Like, you need a shit ton of essence stones. Value is decent, and that's another way to get extra of what you want, which is very limited sometimes for whales. For us, like for, you know, low spenders, medium spender, free to play. I mean, free to play you don't buy, but yeah. Yeah, not the Hero Gear pack, which I bought for like $5 of it, you know. It's like good gems, good VIP points. It's one of the $5 one are kind of highest value in many regards, so sometimes I just buy one or two. I need like to spend $5 more for Alliance mobilization task. But it's not, you know, it's really not that good. It's not that bad. Ultimate Luck. That's my favorite event, actually. I just don't want to do him too much damage. That's 3 times. Sometimes you get 4 hits, I think. That's pretty good. I watch many videos and can't always remember everything. Yeah, me too. You know, sometimes I don't remember what I recorded 3 days ago, so. I'm at FC8 with enough FC to convert to shards to finish off my Lancer's Helios. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good to get Helios at that stage. They are very important for rallies, to be honest. They are very important for rallies, so. Both are okay. Both are really okay. FC9 is not that bad. FC10 is insane. So you will do. I mean, from where you are, you will do FC9 or Helios. You know, I mean, both of them, no matter the order. Before, right? But I mean, I don't know. You know when you have FC9. Because that might be a while, right? You might have to do, might have time to do your Helios and to start to work around FC9. Especially if you have a bit of extra refined fire crystal now. Yeah, I'm actually need to go. I have a few things to sort out, and I need to sort them out in the next 20 minutes. That's gonna be a bit tough to keep going, so I might just finish that and I need to run. I'll be back tomorrow. Should I pursue? Yeah, I mean, then it's really depend on your timing. You could do both. Both are a very okay choice. If you're like, you know, I want to take my time, not to use speed ups on my Helios 40 days research. I want to go slow with that, things like that. You know, it depends if it's a troop that you use a lot for rallies, then it makes a lot of sense. Then wrap up that, and I need to run. I need to check things in the house before, so wife can go buy stuff if we need to for the garden and shit. It will take me a little while. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow evening, so that's gonna be around, we have Foundry 7 UTC, so it's gonna be around 6:30 UTC PM. That's a good, you know. I don't know if they changed anything, but I have a feeling that I got a bit more sieges lately. Thank you, Smithy, thank you everyone as well. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your Saturday. Good luck for Foundry for people playing in like 2 hours from now. I mean for Canyon, sorry. And I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Thank you again for being here. We've been, you know, 40, 50 every time but now for the stream, so that's amazing. That's really, really cool. I mean, sometimes you can, you know, they are done, you know, more quieter moments sometimes, so that's okay, then I'll go, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy. Bye, Illusion.